All right, it should be good.
A lot of you had gotten back together at the old base, and you had talked to them about some of the stuff that Peter Faust had talked to you about when
Oh,
the new base.
yeah.
So
I
you
thought
caught
it was
all of yourselves up, and you went to bed that Friday night,
Wait,
sitting
that
on all
happened?
the
I thought
decisions.
I don't remember any of that.
A new base?
Yeah, there
Like
was,
I remember the new base, but I thought that's where we left off.
right there. If you guys want to pick up right from that, from there, you can.
I'm looking at the video.
Wait,
That's
where
no,
did
that's
we?
where we left off.
Because I watched the video and like we didn't explicitly say that we decided to end the evening, but you were at the late part of the evening where you could do more, but you're like getting into your sleep time at that point. Because
I have a question.
remember, like you went back to start working on your car, but like it was already pretty late by that point.
Mm.
I do have a question.
Fire away.
All right. No, Nolan has the money. Never mind.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gives it Nolan.
Yeah.
I thought we all added our own money already.
I thought that was up to you
I
guys.
didn't
I
yet.
didn't.
We didn't do that yet, no.
Oh no, I have $25. We have not done that.
Yeah.
25 for hero bucks.
$25.
Remember, I spent everything on that bet.
That's crazy.
If he lost that spectacularly, you would be broke right now.
Well, if he lost that spectacularly, you all would be broke right now. And you know, like one of the main parts of this session is going to be me spraying at the fact that you guys won like 20 grand. Oh
yeah,
that's fucking crazy. Like fucking crazy.
Your rules, Matt. Your rules.
And on top of that, you avoided anyone finding out besides the company that gave you the money, which is, well, I mean, unless there was someone watching you from far away, but you didn't know about them. That being the case. Are you watching the videos? Are you going through with that, or are we?
Nah.
I mean, if there's something that the one of you wanted to do that evening after the day that you guys had, I know that, you know, the week you were coming out of the week too, having finished all of your jobs and everything. You'd done a decent amount before the week had started for what you wanted to do. This was kind of the end to the week, and now we're getting
my game crashed.
where you guys would usually be doing your gigs. But like I said earlier,
Nolan...
you sends to tie up.
My game crashed.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. I can't remember how much money was like times by.
It was 10 because we won.
Yeah.
10? Oh, 10.
And you guys put in 1950, if I'm not mistaken.
1925.
1925. Pardon. I was thinking 1925, and I was like, no, there's no way they only put in 25, right? That's not right. That is what happened.
Good year.
That was Eric.
I put in, was it 200?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
2000.
That's 2000 right there.
Oh, I'm rich.
Oh, I'm rich, she says.
I better see a good portion of that.
Oh.
Well, I'm not spending a dime of this 2000, so that we have some reserved money.
Ah, that's leader thinking right there. Maybe Fizz should make you head of finance.
Well, I've bought everything I need, so there's nothing else.
Normally, I'd say give it to me, but considering my car is fucked, I'm gonna definitely be spending a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't even know, Ace. You're gonna be spending so much money in about.
Oh, buddy, I can fucking gather that. You don't even need to tell me.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You're a bitch.
I have. He's like fist bumping the air after you just.
Yeah,
your car.
he's
like,
so
oh,
he's so happy.
He's like, oh my god, no! I gave them too much money. Oh, I destroyed their car. Yes, like,
perfect. This motherfucker, bro.
I wonder where all that money's going.
What a shame.
Krieg, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sweet. Just making sure you're just quiet for a while. Now, that all being said, is there anything that any of you would like to do at the end of your evening? If not, then we'll go to the morning after.
I think we can go to the thing after. 'Cause,
Saturday
like,
morning.
all I have to do is call, what's his face, Carbon, about and tell him about the super important chip that I got.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that.
So I was going to bring it up on Saturday, but if you want to do it now, that is your prerogative.
No, I can wait. That's fine.
All right.
Okay, we'll wait.
That's fine. That's fine. Now, all that being said, let me get to our starter point here. So, The Damaged Beauty, the name of this chapter. Now, that was one hell of a Friday. Okay.
You fucker. I hate you. I hate you. You son of a bitch. I don't even make character anymore.
If by the end of this chapter one of us dies, we could be like, "Oh, he was talking about us."
Yeah, that's the plot twist.
And who knows? Maybe I'm talking about something else. And what if that?
The damage.
Don't listen to him. He's just
looks over
lying.
at the sister who is like pus coming out of the eyes and shit. I wonder.
Hmm.
Now, that was one hell of a Friday. But hey, you've officially made it to the weekend. And Ace, you in particular, wake up with a message. Blah.
Oh, fuck.
Come
God damn it.
straight to your agent.
Hang on.
I will send it to you now.
There you go. Ah, fuck. What the fuck? That's a paragraph.
What the? You hear Ace audibly say this in the other
Like,
room.
what the fuck?
As you, the
man?
rest of you were
Shit.
waking up.
I just woke up. I don't want to be seeing this shit.
And this is how you all wake up on this Saturday morning after the events of the day before. The broken down vehicle sitting outside of your bed.
Oh, shot. All right, fine, motherfucker. Fuck you, Proctor, you asshole. You fucker. You fucker. I owe this prick a favor now, you dick. God damn you.
Let me guess. More loose ends that we have to tie.
No, this one is more like well, I'll let him tell you. You'll understand when you hear what it is. If you hear what it is. And I don't know, you might be the one character that he doesn't tell about this.
Yeah, he doesn't tell me shit. I doubt I'm gonna hear.
But that's okay. On the other hand, this is up to you, Ace. You can deal with this however you wish. Or you can just, do with the information as you please. Up to you. Now, the rest of you, when you wake up in the morning, you awaken in a somewhat invigorated mood mixed with the emotions of how you would wake up any other day. But the reason for your invigorated mood, you are flush, wonderfully flush, more flush than some of you have been in a long time. And that's because you have enough money to do something decent. And you don't have to pay your lifestyle next week. Like, you've got a couple of weeks, like before you got to pay your next lifestyle. So you're sort of, enhanced at the moment. You've got a lot of money to throw around. And some of it anyway. Now, after striking it rich and protecting your assets, you all are at the old base dreaming of your new one. So now a new question. What's your next move? You could follow up on one of the leads for Carbon, try to keep up with what you're doing for him, or, maybe even bring up the chip with him. But somehow you feel that if you don't contact him, you're going to be hearing from him soon. Now, you could also try to start moving stuff from one base to the next, though that will probably take some preparation, as haphazard moving, especially from one major portion of the city to another, is not a task that is taken lightly. Now, Ace has something else to do today, but whether or not he brings you in on that will be up to him. You are also waiting on a call from Peter Faust, Fizz, to get more information on the first lucrative mission from him. And the reason I say lucrative is because when you talk to him, you especially remember him saying that he would pay you more for the work, at least up until the final gambit. He would pay you more than Carbon has been paying you to do the gigs for him. And that reinvigorated your sales, as well as there's even more money to be made. This guy's giving us extra cash. What could be better than that?
Mhm.
Now, all of that being said, there's one other individual that's been sitting in the background, not really doing much for the last week. They haven't really, you haven't really seen them eat. You haven't really seen them sleep, drink. They just sit at the laptop, periodically typing, doing calculations on a holopad, thinking out loud sometimes, almost like she's having a conversation with someone else. The scientist, Mad Sphinx.
Oh yeah, I never asked him if that would be an issue. Huh.
I mean, with all the shit he knows, he might already be aware.
Mm.
So, now it's up to you. It's the morning of. You all can respond to messages and or make decisions for different things that you'd like to do with your Saturday. You can take it as a free day, or you can try to get work. This is something that I want to point out. As we're getting further into this, you all have started accumulating contacts. Even though you're not fixers, you have started to meet people. You've started to increase your list of clientele, even if they're not necessarily clients yet. Now, that being said, each of you have met separate fixers, different people who have helped you do different things. And some of them have been big people, some of them have been small. But all of these people that you've met are people you could potentially get jobs from. And the reason I want to point this out is because right now you don't have any particular gig that is going to give you money, but it's Saturday and you need something, even if it's just something small. Unless you're going to focus on using the money that you have accumulated to reassess yourself and go over the things that you need to keep working on the project that you are, figuring out what the basilisk truly is and whether or not it's actually capable of everything that the scientist deems it capable of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm currently looking. Okay, so did I plan on moving out? Because there isn't the tech thing yet, right?
Yeah,
But could we get it?
We talked about because we need the IP points first for you to move the thing.
Yeah, but do we have them?
No, we haven't gotten any IP for the new thing.
But you do have enough resources to construct one thing for free.
Like an object, like a tool. Okay.
No, like you have enough resources to construct one free section, like one free upgrade, not a double upgrade, but a single upgrade. So you could have
Oh.
a tech
Yeah,
section.
I thought we kind of just agreed that we were gonna do a garage.
Yeah.
So you might change your mind today. I wouldn't make your mind
Yeah, I
up
would
on the
say
garage.
change. Yeah, let's hold off.
Yeah,
on that for a
depending on
second.
when our car's gonna get back into order.
So Proctor has just offered me potentially a garage for the remaining races.
Oh.
It's just for now. It's until the races are over. So we will still need a garage after that, but until then, I will
Wait, so
have
okay,
a
other than a
garage.
tech thing, what else is there?
Oh, do you guys want to have another look at the dock?
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
it's in the Discord already. If you go to the info, no, it'd be Cyberpunk DLC there. I think it's called. I don't know if it's in here actually. Did I get all of them? I might not have gotten all uploaded. One sec.
I definitely remember looking at it. I just don't remember.
It's in N. So I didn't get there. So I will just send it as a link to the Discord regular server. I'm gonna keep updating this. I can't believe that I haven't. There you go. So there it is. If you look into that, it tells you how to, earn your headquarter IP.
Alright.
A whole bunch of different stuff. You can see all of the different upgrades you can get, and their like all the different setups you can get, and their upgraded forms.
We can get a prison.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Do you guys remember how he wanted to kidnap the dad?
Yeah.
What if we just got locked up?
There's a
I mean,
med bay as well.
I don't know if we should use our entire upgrade on one of our missions.
It would be funny though.
It would be very. We make an entire prison just for this.
Workstation.
Don't forget, that's another good reason that you're moving now. Because that guy just became your enemy. I mean, not that he knew where you were, but...
Yeah, moving doesn't really do anything if they don't know where you are to begin with.
Well, further puts him off of your trail. Because there are other people who may have known that you were there, because you've been there for a while.
I mean, we've kind of been secretive about...
You've been really good at keeping the secret. I'll give you guys that much. You've been really good at keeping people away from it.
Yeah, it looks like we should just get me my own thing because everything else isn't as important. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, the med room kind of sucks.
We can get rent. No, rent reduction literally does nothing. Wait, what does it do?
It does do something. What are you talking about?
Was it rent Connery lure?
Because here's the thing. As you make your base, as you get additional things, it's like adding new rooms. So you can, in theory, say that you add, if you add 2 things on at once, the GM can say, okay, you've added a 2-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
Then you have to pay the 2-bedroom apartment in addition to whatever. Maybe you were paying for a cargo container before. Maybe you were paying for a studio apartment. You pay the 2-bedroom apartment on top of the studio apartment, and that's what the rent reduction is for, because it reduces the overall of every single one of them.
That is good. Okay. But not
But
right
it's
now.
much better when you have more things.
Yeah, so it's something that you should get later.
Well, again, it's an overall percentage basically, so it really doesn't matter that much. It will reduce it the same amount overall. It just like if you're paying more, you'll get a bigger reduction overall.
Wait.
I'm not thinking about how that works.
Okay, if we're getting an HQ in my next character, the first morale boost upgrade is fucking amazing.
The what?
So there's a morale boost thing that you can get, and the first upgrade is really good.
What is it?
It's every month you can restore humanity.
Ooh.
It's not a
Yeah.
lot. It's 1d6 divided by 2.
But still,
But
every
that's
month.
still
So I'm almost 3 per month. Okay, yeah.
you
But
can
here's another
heal
thing.
faster.
Here's another thing. It's good if you're kind of an asshole, but as long as you're partying and having good times and loving the people around you, you can get humanity back a lot faster.
Dude,
And-
I don't
Yeah,
know
you
what
can kind of just get humanity back normally.
But
I mean, unless
it
you're
is
just
still
going
an
around
extra
killing
thing.
people.
Like I said, it's still an extra thing of just getting extra humanity, but it's only 1d6. So how much does it cost, and like what are the drawbacks?
There is no drawbacks. It's just 1d6 divided by 2. That's it.
Actually,
dude,
the maximum humanity.
What's this ability?
It's at
on
the
the-
beginning of it's a morale boost upgrade.
Hmm.
So at the beginning of every month, you can restore 1d6 divided by 2 humanity, and then you can upgrade it in upgrade 4 to just 1d6.
Nice.
Yeah.
dude, I don't know what you're talking about with the med bay. That's kind of good. Like it's kind of really good.
Well,
Oh,
I
and then there's
remember it not
1d6
being
with
good
advantage.
for. I remember it not being good. Oh, maybe it was the medbay upgrade. Maybe that's what I was thinking about.
The med bay upgrade's still decent, just not for you.
Because
But
it
even
has
people
something to do
Oh,
with
the
it
base.
has something to do with drugs, right?
It does.
Yeah.
So the med
Yeah.
tech is when the med bay is upgraded, a med tech crew member can use science to upgrade, fabricate, and invent street drugs as if they were a tech using the make or roll ability. You don't have to be in pharmaceuticals in order to use this.
Oh, I just have to use science.
Yes.
So
So
where is your
even
new
without a
base?
pharmaceutical like thing, you can still use this because you get this the required skill. You through your cryo.
Yeah, it really does look like it's just worth to get the.
Because the med bay
The
makes you guys
workshop.
heal faster. It just makes you guys heal faster, period.
Well, yeah, I agree with that because I didn't know you were talking about the base upgrades.
Yeah.
So
That's-
what DLC is the thing in? I haven't been looking.
I put it
No
in
place
the
like comments at the bottom.
I put it in the general chat. I think.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also a morale boost one that I haven't looked into at all.
Yeah, that was what I was just talking about.
Yeah,
Apparently there's 10 upgrades. So that's the only one that has an entire thing.
But you can also make unique ones.
At level 10.
It's not level, dude. They're just numbers. Well, it's upgrade.
Well-
I guess it is at level 10. I guess it is at level 10. You're right. Never mind. Never mind. I'm wrong. That's my fault. That's totally my fault.
Technically it's 11. Because that's the 10th upgrade without the base.
Oh
That'd
man,
be
a studio would be so good for a rocker boy. Oh,
I was looking at that too.
man,
well,
I
actually-
wish we had Max already. Oh,
No, it wouldn't be good for my character actually.
Oh my god, the lounge gives fixers +2 to like all of his stuff.
yeah, because it gives them a spot that they can have meetings, and that's really big. Because it's a secure
Oh,
spot
wow.
that you can have meetings, secure completely. And in theory, you could build it in a way that makes it so that it doesn't look like it's any other strange spot besides a room that has been built in the side of a building for secret meetings. Especially with the way that this base in this district is set up. It's just you're in a warehouse that's built into a section of buildings.
Well, I still can't use the upgrade for medbay because it says science chemistry.
You have to get that skill. Yeah.
I just have basic science. I don't have a specific one.
Did you upgrade science?
I have 2 points in science.
So when you upgrade science, you have to design a specialty just like martial arts. But the thing about the specialties is that you choose them. You write them in. They're not pre-designated.
Yeah, but I feel like I would have put down biology and not chemistry.
That's fair. But you've only got 2 points into it too, mind you. Getting yourself up to 4 points.
I guess.
And 4 points is all you need to do that. Besides, even with the medbay thing, it's medtech. It's not like you use your medtech skill to design the drugs and shit. If that's something you want to do.
Well, it's can use science chemistry to upgrade, fabricate, or invent street drugs as if they were using tech, as if they were a tech using the maker roll ability.
Yeah. So the medtech's up. Okay, so
What's the server room? What's that? Oh, it has a net architecture. I don't think we need that.
okay. I got it. So, what's your medical tech skill level right now?
Medical tech, I believe it is 11.
11? No.
Plus
I mean the
2.
level of it, not the.
Oh, the level of it.
So
Oh,
level 11 would be kind of wild.
No,
I was about
no,
to
it's
what?
4.
4. Okay, so in that case, so because you're a med tech, you're using the tech tree, like the invention, upgrade, fabricate tree, how that all works to create your drugs. That being said, your like level in what each one of those trees is equal to your medical tech skill. So you have level 4 upgrade, fabricate, invention expertise, like a tech would if they were just a tech. So when a tech upgrades their role ability, they can put points into each one of those expertises. Or one more. There's one of them they can. But you don't have access to the 4th one. But that doesn't matter because you're just making this stuff anyway. And then you would use the science chemistry to actually make the roll. But even if you just add a +4 to that, like that's crazy as is. Crazy enough. You could make some pretty interesting drugs. Not massive changes yet, but and at the end of the day, this is all future stuff anyway. So like, I'm just throwing ideas in the mix.
I am planning on making a character who does make drugs. So. Yeah.
Many players have tried, and one player has succeeded, and they made a creation that you can still find on the streets of Night City today.
Fascinating.
That character's not the one that's making it anymore. And recently they ran out because they were in Night City too and not doing anything. Hooray for that.
So I might have to head out. I don't think I'll be back until like after 10ish. I don't know if you guys will still be around.
No.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate, but I'll try to catch you guys next week.
Yeah.
You guys can continue. I just won't be able to join this one.
Yep.
All right.
So
You guys have a good one.
the thing is, the workshop, like obviously the workshop is the most useful one because you're the only person that's using their fucking roll ability. like obviously. And then he's about to get a free garage as well, so there's no point in doing that upgrade right now. So obviously the workshop's the most useful one. But the thing is, Matt has already stated how we can move your workshop over if we just like wait a little bit. So there's no point in making the workshop. So I think you're right with like the morale boost one being the best.
Well, does the workshop only have one upgrade? Because it looks like it.
Only has one
I
upgrade.
don't know if there's more. Pardon?
If you wanted to upgrade the workshop further, you would have to create the upgrade, which I would allow, but you would have to find a someone who works with buildings specifically, like a construction person to help you with it.
Okay.
To help you build all the
So on paper, these are all the upgrades we have, but we can get more if we're convincing enough.
Yeah, you have like if you use the resources around you and you think about what you'll need to actually construct it, like I'm open to options.
Because right now we need a room that will be practical and useful. And like morale boost is good. It is. But like but do we really need it at the current state?
Well, what else do we need at the current state?
I don't know. That's why I'm also like our options really aren't that good, I'll be honest with you. Because all of our roles abilities, like they just they suck. Like I don't know how else to put it. Because you're the only one that can actively use their ability. You're literally the only one that can. I mean, Ethan should be able to, but he has robots instead of people, so his role ability fucking sucks dick.
Really cut
and then
Well,
and then Joey, he's a solo. He doesn't got one. he's just good at fighting. That's all.
Like there's the training area.
Yeah, I know. But like all of us can get a +1 on one of those stats for a mission, which honestly, like a +1 on like handgun, martial arts, shoulder arms, stuff like that. That sounds pretty good actually. Especially like evasion. Like that's pretty good.
This game is
upgraded, then he gets a +2.
Like it's all about stacking your +1s. That's a really good one. It's really good.
And then also, you also got to remember, Nolan, we got to think about this with our future characters on the line as well. A training area with your boxing guy.
Are we not doing like? Because how Matt's talked about, are we not doing like kind of like a separate story with those, or am I wrong?
Could be. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys because again, like we talked about this last time, it's one of the things where like I want the next story to be about you guys. I don't want it to be about like a character that I have in the background. I want it to be about your characters and your story. So that being the case, you guys want to try to bring those characters into this story.
I have such a fucking good idea for the next campaign. What if we make a band?
You should.
So we have like the singer, like the drums, the guitar, and then there's like the guy, like the manager in the back as like the fixer. And then we can have like a media guy that controls.
I can be the media guy.
You gotta admit, that'd be
you're
a
not
sick
the media.
fucking idea.
This is what I mean, though. I think that this right here, what Aiden is doing, is so much more interesting. It is really interesting for me because I get to see what you guys want to do, and I get to explore the sides of Night City that you want to see. And on top of that, you guys can be like, well, I want to, do something like this. And you can, I don't know how much I've talked to you guys about role splicing. Like, so normally, like a lawman, for example. Like a lawman, you'd think like they're just a lawman. They have to be part of the law, right? Well, not necessarily. If you twist it a little bit, like a lawman could just be a rocker boy that can periodically call upon his fans for help, but they won't always listen to him.
Or like a ganger.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could even twist it into the corporation side. A lawman could just be someone who periodically calls in to the local office. Hey, this is an issue. We need guys here right now to fix it. And they might be like, we have other problems that are higher or more problems that are less.
You could call it a trauma team.
Literally, it's the thing about the roles in this game, guys, is they are supposed to be, to a certain degree, this is what their basis is, but their real purpose, all they're meant to do is define people in society, what people in society do, not their
Yeah.
specific roles in the organizations that they work with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that being the case, if you guys want to be in a band and each one of you have a different piece of that, you could do that. Or you could each be a rocker boy and have a secondary role. Like there's so many different ways you could go about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with ideas for that because, like, if we're gonna do a thing where the story is based off of us, we gotta have a fun one that we will
Yeah.
enjoy.
You'll all
So,
enjoy it. And
I'm-
that's why I'm trying to do it.
Yeah, so that's
mean,
why I'm trying to come up with ideas that like would be fun to do.
I do like the idea of like maybe being like a med tech on the side or something, and then or maybe be my main thing, and then have Rocker Boy as either side
Yeah.
or whatever.
Or you can go with the lawman idea that he had, where you call upon your fans.
The only problem with that is that I really like my next character.
I
And I really
know.
want to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm also trying to think about it of I could totally change my guy's job title instead of being a fixer for night markets. I could just change it to being a fixer for like as a manager instead. Like that's not a hard change. I haven't even played him yet.
And then Joey's character can give me like performance enhancing drugs.
I feel like that's illegal.
I mean,
Is
my
there like
character-
tag team fights so somebody else could join him in the ring?
Is there like tag team? I mean, sure.
Yeah,
Fuck.
would there be
For
events with
boxing?
tag team? Yeah.
There's underground boxing rings. If some of you have paid any attention to your backstories, I think there's one of you that has boxing or some kind of fighting in your backstory at some point. And there's one other person that does too, but they're unnamed at the moment and not here.
But
There's
because the thing is, my guy's just a fixer. It's just a basic fixer, so he can fit any role. As long as money is involved, that he could fit literally any role. Your guy being an underground boxer, I mean, you could also just be a bodyguard on the side as well. So like your profession is being a boxer, but then when you're with us, you're like the bodyguard role.
Mm-hmm.
then my guy
because we gotta come up with like a group idea.
because right now my guy is just an artist. That's what he is.
And mind you don't have to come up with a group idea. Like if you want me to throw the next campaign at you and you guys want to like deliberate for a while, that's fine. But like we're still a ways off that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still trying to get Stim killed. He's on the suicide march. I'm just trying to find the nearest bridge.
Oh god.
Like he is.
Hey, you got a whole ass fucking river there, bud. You just gotta walk up the ledge.
Oh, cause I'm not allowed to just be like he kills himself. That's so boring.
It is.
I can't do
I would
that.
definitely, like Stim would go down in history as nothing. He would have no history.
Exactly.
That'd be
Because
so
the whole point of me wanting to die is because I want Eric's character to have an actual story going on, like a character development story instead of the just his past comes to haunt him. And I really don't like the medtech role.
It doesn't fit. I tried to fit it somewhat into the story, but it's kind of hard with the way that the team's set up. And
No, it's just well, like I don't blame you for that. I wanted to try and do the cryostasis thing, and like it's just hell. Even if I went with the surgery thing, it's not. This campaign isn't made for a medtech. It just isn't. Like I'm not gonna blame you for that, because
Wow.
a medtech in the party is more useful if we're like doing fights every week. But all of our missions are us stealth. Like the only time I'm useful is if we fail a mission. Like that's the only time I'm useful.
Well, the thing is, you are incredibly useful because you're the only reason why we can heal. But like, that's so boring.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like the only reason
I feel
I
like-
exist is for one thing and one thing only. I have
Like,
no other
I'm
purpose.
half tempted to like. The thing is, there's a lot of things that I want to do with my next character, and honestly, in thinking about it now, I'm kind of tempted to just put 1 point into medtech so I can know how to stabilize people, and that's it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care about like learning surgery and all that. Just like know how to fucking heal after a long day without spending $200.
Like you know how to stitch yourself.
Yeah, because like that is going to be a problem,
Exactly. Like I
right? And it's
like
not just like
so far I love Cyberpunk. The only complaint, and I think a lot of us share the complaint, is that the med tech role just seems so forced.
yeah. I think stabilizing is very harsh. And
I
I
will
think the
say-
idea that only a specific role can know how to stabilize someone. Like everything
will-
else is sure. Like the fact of like doing surgeries and all that makes
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah,
it makes
no, that's
sense why a normal
perfectly
guy
fine.
wouldn't be able to do that. But stabilizing, like yeah, sure you have to know how to do it, but I feel like that could be a skill with like a decently high DV instead of being locked behind a role.
Yeah, it's
So,
called first aid.
Here's my rebuttal.
They have it.
Here's my rebuttal. Okay, who's giving them that training?
Then what's
Who's
the point of
giving
the
you the
first aid
training?
skill? What's the point of the paramedic skill?
Well, the first aid skill is to, you can figure out what's wrong with people and maybe you can like help them a little bit. Or
But
at
then
least
what about paramedic?
the paramedic is an easier way to heal injuries on the fly.
But
Because
thing
when you
is-
have to roll to stabilize someone again,
Hmm?
is it its own thing?
Stabilizing is first aid or paramedic.
But you have to be a med tech.
Yeah.
See, like I just don't get that. It's like you have to
Yeah,
waste
see?
an
You
entire
see what
roll
I mean?
point just to be
You
able to
see-
heal someone.
You see what I like? You go like I say, what they already have the skill first aid and paramedic, and you go no. But first aid's for simpler stuff, and paramedics just to fix small injuries. But then a second it's a med tech doing it, suddenly it could stabilize a guy.
Like I feel like surely there's just a better way to make like buff med techs without just like
Okay, one
forcing
second.
you to pick
I
it
think this
for-
is another one of those points where I have to like swallow my pride and go, yo, I think I was wrong. Because
Because
I
like imagine this, okay? Think about Joey's
Yeah.
character, okay? Imagine he wasn't a crazy lunatic, okay? Like he actually knew English and stuff, he could talk to people. Imagine let's say it was similar in a different way, where it's doing business. You had to be like an exec, okay? Imagine this guy has all this cool, is really good at this kind of thing, but it's like, oh, you want to make a deal with this guy? No. You have to be an exec. You have to put 1 point into exec just to get the requirement of, making a deal with somebody.
Well,
Like, of course, that's more extreme, but I feel like it's
I think
very similar to that.
Here, I could put it in world terms. So let's say you have a really high plus in first aid or paramedic. So you can look at a guy and see that he got a pretty nice cut across his belly. You could tell exactly what muscle was cut. Hell, you could probably guess how many veins were cut through. Like you have such a high plus. But I mean, you didn't get training, so you can't stitch it.
So I apologize. This is another one of those things where you read the book and you miss details. And this is a detail I missed. So anyone can stabilize so long as you have a high enough first or aid or paramedic skill. The paramedic skill can only be by a med tech. Okay. Well, actually, that's not true. I believe the paramedic skill can be used by anyone, but it's ×2 to upgrade. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wait,
No.
actually, where's paramedic?
I could be wrong. Because I originally
Oh,
thought that it was
paramedic is there.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
but it's ×2.
Yeah,
So
that,
great.
no, but that's fair. I feel like that's fine.
Now that being the
So
case,
what do you have to have in it for you to be able to stabilize?
you have to, no matter what it is, whether it's first aid or paramedic, lightly wounded. If they're lightly wounded, it's a DV10 to stabilize them. Stabilize them. If it's a seriously wounded, it's a DV13 to stabilize them. And if they're mortally wounded, it's a DV15 to stabilize them.
Wait, so I'm able to stabilize people?
So this is a mistake that I have made. I apologize. Here is the
Okay.
main reason that you exist as someone who does surgery, Aiden. If one of you gets a critical injury and you don't
You
have
can
a
fix
med
it.
tech, you have to go to the hospital here's how this works. There is different like levels for each injury. Some of them are like hospital, like requiring hospital visits. Some of them are like something you can get done at a like just
A
like
hobo
a
set.
shop. What this means is that depending on GM's discretion, different choices will or won't be available to you, whether or not you can heal it, even with a med tech, or whether you have to go to the hospital. And going to the hospital to fix these injuries, okay? If you do go to the hospital, if the DV to beat it is 10, it costs 50 eddies. If the DV to beat it is 13 to heal the injury, it's at 100 eddies. If the DV is 15, it's 500 eddies. And if the DV is 17 or higher, you have to pay 1,000 eddies in order to get that single injury healed.
Yeah, so okay.
Okay, so that makes a lot
After-
more sense. That,
Yeah,
that makes
because
far more
now,
sense
because like
now.
I just couldn't imagine how any
Yeah.
crew could function without a
So
medtech.
I apologize, guys. That is totally my fault. I've been putting you guys at a disadvantage. From now on, you have full reign.
Well, I mean, it still makes sense for me, the med tech, to do the stabilizing.
Yeah, it just makes more sense that we're able to do it.
Yeah, yes,
So
it makes okay, because Nolan, you had the exact same thought that I had, which is every party seems to be forced with a med tech, but that makes far more sense. The only thing you should be worried about is this like the critical injuries instead of just getting injured in general.
yeah, because like if you get seriously fucked up, then like no amount of stitching is gonna help you.
Here, let me stitch that. His arms like falling off.
Okay, so is it? Hold
yeah,
on,
that makes
I
sense.
do have. I have realized I do have paramedic and first aid. Are you able to still use both outside of medtech, or is that just like a weird?
No,
app
you're
thing?
able to use both. Yeah, you just can't
Okay.
heal critical injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I was gonna be like, oh, then I'm gonna make my next character, be able to stitch himself up. No, he's dumb as shit. He has a +4 on those. So yeah, no.
Yeah, it's an intelligence thing. I'm sorry to tell you.
So I'm either gonna have to have someone that can just do that, or maybe you can or something if you put points into it.
My fixer has good intelligence. He should be able to. At
So
least
if like
help.
as long as our characters are still close, which I'd assume they decently
Yeah.
are,
I don't know. I
um,
think
then you could just be.
honestly. All right, guys. I think we have a vote between either the morale boost or the training area.
So the thing is, the morale boost right now, what would that do?
Fucking jack shit.
It's just that the upgrades can be good in the future.
Okay, also guys, this is another thing that I didn't realize. So certain critical injuries, okay, before we continue, certain critical injuries are surgery critical injuries. So the treatment for the different things, you've got surgery, paramedic, and quick fix for some of them. Some of them have a quick fix, some don't. But if you have paramedic or first aid, you can heal the critical injuries that require those ones. But surgery, the ones that require surgery to be healed, can only be healed by a med tech.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So paramedic is a time 2 skill because you can do a bunch of stuff with it.
A lot more with it, and it's easier to do it
And
with
it's
it.
a very important skill. That makes sense though. That's
Yeah, it does.
that's
It
good.
makes far more sense.
Like
My
I feel like that's
apologies.
as fair as martial arts.
Yeah.
But that all being said, yeah, you guys can choose to make this decision, but at the end of the day, you do have to, you are waiting for a gig from him as well, and he said he had to go off and do a little bit of scouting. And everything.
I think
So
okay.
I think we
I
call a
th-
vote. I think we call a vote.
So the morale boost right now gives us
Literally nothing.
well, it gives something.
Yeah, at most 3 humanity, which I will tell you this now for me
No, no, no,
does
no, no,
literally
no, no,
nothing.
no, no. That no, we don't even get that yet.
So it does nothing. It is
Yeah, so it does literally nothing then,
It lowers. Hold on.
No, the first upgrade.
It lowers the monthly lifestyle cost for all members by 50. So we can save $50 a month.
Wow.
Which again, right now, does nothing.
Yeah, I think we definitely get the other one. For sure.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the trading ground. I like
the
trading
idea
ground
of having a
plus
+1 into our best
to
function.
what we need. Because if we
Yeah.
know we're gonna get into a gunfight, and I'm like, I don't want to get shot, I could just go with evasion. Or if
Wait.
like you guys are, or if you guys are going to like
Oh
get into
no, we
another
misread
car
it.
fight.
Aiden,
What?
Aiden, we did misread it.
What do
You have to
mean?
use an entire week of downtime. Just for 1 gig.
Can use 1 week of downtime to practice. Okay. I don't think it means every hour of an entire week you are training in this one thing.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit excessive.
I
That would
think
be
that's what it's saying.
This is
That's
essentially
absurd.
this is saying is that you use the time that you would usually use to go out and do a what's the word? A hustle. So the time you would usually take to do a hustle, Ethan's got it, yeah. You would use to do this training instead.
Okay, so instead of passive income, you can get a +1 on your next thing.
Exactly.
No, that still sounds fine to me.
It's really good. I'm like I will say, like Nolan, you are downplaying how big of a thing this is because getting pluses to your entire crew. 5. This is think about this. This is a +5. Sorry, +6 on a mediocre day. When you get the extra player, that'll be a +7 to your team on any gig that you partake together.
Mm-hmm.
The skill is practice. The crew member gains a +1 bonus on all checks using it.
And this is at the cost of if you were level 10 roll abilities, at most $600 per person. At absolute most, if you were full level and you rolled amazing.
Like Nolan, I'm not saying like this isn't like a every week you're forced to give up your time. But if you like if we're about to do like a really big mission and we think we're going to get into a fight, we can spend our time to get an extra +1, which could save us.
It really
Yeah.
could.
And
Yeah,
also
no,
some of
I'm
these
fine with that.
some of these are ×2 abilities.
Like, yeah, I
'Cause
never
that's
said like
martial
I don't
arts
want to
right
do it
there.
anymore. It was just much worse than I thought it was. I
Yeah,
genuinely thought that was insane.
I thought that's is a little bit worse. And then Joey can get, if we decide to in the future, Joey can also get a
or my
two-
next character
two
even.
things.
If
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna be using the same HQ. I'm gonna be honest, but you know,
You never know. Matt
there's
might
no
have
way.
plans.
I just don't think so. Okay, for the next campaign, in my opinion, I think while I like the idea of the us being able to do our own thing and make our own story, I do still like the idea of a underlying story.
Well, he's still gonna have a
There
thing
will be
going
an
on.
story guide, but I'm gonna make the underlying story from your background instead of having one that I have already going on.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's exactly what I'm gonna do with my campaign.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm instead of me making a campaign that I bring you guys into, I'm making a campaign that revolves around you guys and brings you guys into a campaign that your characters
like-
are already involved in, rather than you.
Because think about this. If all of us had completely different characters, this story wouldn't be that different. But what he's
Yeah.
wanting to do is the characters are what's causing the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric, do you have a idea for a character next?
I think he's the one guy that doesn't. Eric?
Oh,
I just realized if we don't have what's it called? A driver, how is that gonna work?
You just-
taxis,
you-
walking.
If you don't have a driver, your story becomes a district of the city instead of the entire city.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
actually better because in theory, I may actually be able to make the district.
Sorry, I went to do laundry. I do not have another character.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, I think training ground is what we will get. I think we're all agreed on that.
Okay, also- I am probably going to try to make this base because if this goes how I think it will, it's going to be like the final base that you guys make. So, we are probably going to spend a little bit of time here and there wherever we can, and I'm going to try and go on to Tailspire with you guys, and we can like construct it. I'll give you the base layout, and you guys can kind of construct it as you wish. If that's something you
Oh
guys
my god, like The Sims. Sorry.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, we can personalize it so that when you decide to rip it away from us, we'll all be pissed at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, oh,
you're.
you're gonna get attached to this thing.
That's
you made.
entirely what he's doing.
Stop, guys!
Because I would fucking do it.
We see through your tricks, you monster.
Oh shit.
That's
That's
not saying you guys don't have a chance to keep it. You could keep it. It just depends on how this.
The
Sorry.
truth
That's,
comes out.
Oh,
Well, at
God.
least he's being truthful.
Yeah,
That's
what
all we
kind of
could
DM
ask
won?
for.
He doesn't need
Yeah.
to hide it. He knows he's gonna fucking succeed.
We all know what the fate of this place is.
Oh yeah, it's Armageddon.
It's gonna turn into a trench.
Yeah.
oh god.
That's amazing. The trench thing I love.
He puts a fucking trench in the
Anyways.
training area.
He's gotta practice.
Exactly. He has to practice storming trenches, bro.
All right, so we've done that. I guess Stim is spending his fucking weekend designing a training area. And then going to the car.
So, is there anything else that you guys want to do with your Saturday? So, you can either preemptively call Carbon, or you can assume that if you don't call him today, he's going to be calling you soon.
I mean, I don't know. The longer that I wait for him to call him, the more time we get. No,
That's true.
isn't that kind of how
Yeah.
that works? Because
Yeah.
like, yeah. I was like, oh, sorry, we've been busy with stuff. We found this thing, and then I'll give it.
Yep.
Seems simple enough.
Now, with all that being said, is there anything that a lot of you want to spend your Saturday doing since you're flush with cash and not worried about making more?
Overdosing on heroin, so I die.
Yeah, that's my thing. Don't take my thing. I want to do that.
No.
No, I don't think so.
All right. With that being said, on the Saturday, about halfway through the day, Stim, you're sitting around, kind of using this as a lounge day. You don't really got much going on. And that being said, you see someone out of the corner of your eye while you're just kind of lounging around, looking at some stuff on your agent. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a mad scientist kind of nagging you over to her computer that she's been working on nonstop for a week straight.
Oh, shit. Wow. You're still alive? I thought you died at the table. What do you got?
Take a look. As she shows you a blueprint of sorts, have any knowledge of technological invention at all? Or should I be getting the techie for this?
Can I roll medical tech to see if it's in my field of expertise?
Absolutely you can.
10 and 2, 24.
So this is both within and outside of your expertise normally, but because of the blueprints that you've seen up to this point, not only from down underneath, but from looking over her shoulder periodically as she's been working, you know what this is. And this is a very obviously, when you look at it, a sort of swap up of the basilisk that you saw in the drawing the week prior in all the info that you guys got. And this is a modded version of it, and it looks as though it has been it looks as though the source of energy that they're using has changed from the model that was in that was in that blueprint. And as well as that, you recognize the components of the formula that comprises the chemical formula that comprises the fluid that is going to be inside of this piece of cyberware. And that all being said, this piece of cyberware in particular, you can see that it looks to have many, things that have been improved upon compared to the model that you saw in the last blueprint. Especially the chemical formula seems to have been changed a lot. And it actually, like, it's a mixture of different drugs. You're not a pharmaceutical individual, but you can tell that the drugs are very it's a wild mixture of different things, most of which you recognize as one sort of nigh hallucinogenic almost. A lot of the compound. Now
You said hallucinogenic compounds, right?
yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Mildly hallucinogenic compounds, but they would be considered in extreme doses. They would be considered hallucinogenic street drugs.
Okay, got it. So, what kind of cyberware is it again?
This is a piece of cyberware that you assume would be placed somewhere near the spinal attachment to the cranium.
Okay.
Yeah. And on top of that, its purpose, from what you could tell, would be mitigating the effects of cyberpsychosis, but you don't really know a lot about what that means yet. You haven't been brought into this research, really. You've only been shown bits and pieces. But this scientist, you roll human perception for me real quick.
Yeet. And this is where I get the 1. 16.
You can tell that this scientist is proud of her work so far. And you can tell she's waiting for the right opportunity to ask you for something.
All right, so we're looking at is it updated or modified version of the other one?
Both. I've updated the formula that I'll be using to mitigate the symptoms of cyberpsychosis, and on top of that, the actual device itself will now be powered similarly to the rest of the cyberware without eating at the individual's psyche using biomechanics and the such. Though it will also be taking energy from the alternators, the mini alternators inside of the other pieces of cyberware, which should help mitigate the cyberpsychotic loss as well. Though I still worry about the initial loss of humanity for putting this onto someone. If they ever saw them back after they put this on, it may cause a severe mental reaction. But that's leading into my problem. I have no method of building this device, and I have no method of modifying it. To top it all off, I have no test subjects. No one to trial this on. And don't even suggest my sister. She is
I know that. All right, so
to top it all off, we have to talk again about my father. You brought it up last week, but
yeah.
That.
I said I'd tell the others when they got back about the idea, so I just assumed we did that. Because we ended the session before we could, so I'll just assume they know.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, a lot of problems going on here. So, I'm a bit more... specialty is a bit more towards cyberware than the drugs. But what I do know from these drugs is if a normal person took these, they would have one hell of a buzz.
Well, if the doses were increased, you'd certainly be correct. But the main purpose of this hallucinogenic is to eat away at any hallucinogens that are in their mind already, hopefully numbing them quite a bit. That's the idea, anyway. Hence why I need subjects. I need individuals who are
For
at
that,
least-
for the initial loss of humanity with the installation, if they were to gaze upon it, is where that would really hit them hard. So if we were to maybe compress the design a little, is that possible in any way? It might lessen the blow.
not. You see, she kind of tenses up momentarily. I don't believe it would be. At least not with our current circumstances.
Okay, very well. Test subjects and a way to build it. Well, we certainly have the people to build it, though the material might cost a bit. Which we did get a big winning, so we might have some resources at our disposal. For the test subject part, though...
You'll have to capture them alive. Preferably ones that came from the lab. And if I'm not mistaken, I think as she taps a section of her, like a button on her computer, and the laptop pulls up a scream sheet, you have a dear friend, or crewmate at least, that has been hunting oh so diligently. As you see a picture of a bunch of MaxTac individuals roaming the street, and a story about the headline being MaxTac patching up to the nightmares of the past.
Fucking poet? Jesus.
And then the story goes on to talk about how MaxTac has been releasing numerous forces that seemingly have been going after individuals in the city who have strange origins. Some of them were high up individuals who disappeared in the recent months. Others were people who were thought dead, disappeared, or socially obliterated and gone from the city. People who have been showing up recently, and some of which who actually have only a couple. The story only brings up 2 individuals and it doesn't name them, but 2 individuals were actually able to be reintroduced into society already in the week since an incident where a numerous amount of them were released into the city.
Alright, so if you want subjects, we have to call up our old buddy and hope he can sneak some to us. I have a feeling that's not going to go how we want.
If it doesn't, he is a corporal. The chance of him going back on his laurels are slight. That means
we could lessen the blow and ask him to just give us placements, and we'll grab them before MaxTech does.
I believe that would be a better option. One that is more suitable.
Let's hope he doesn't fuck us over.
He does have a stake in this, no?
He very much does. From what he's told me, he's very invested in your research.
Then he'll figure out something. Give him a call. In the meantime, we've got a couple more kinks I gotta work out. Also, if you see this guy around, send him by. Take a look at
Yeah, I'll tell him he's got a new project he's supposed to be working on. Probably out fixing that bloody car. Stupid fucking...
Now, with that being said, is there anything you want to bring? Anyone that you want to bring?
Well,
to this.
I fucking wanted to bring Krieg and Fizz, but Krieg's a corpse, so just Fizz, I guess.
Just like
Exactly,
in the corner.
Like, this shit has to be contagious, bro. I swear to God.
Like I said, we all are the only people known in existence that have caught this odd version of narcolepsy. Though from my research, I have found out that it has something related due to the soul, and that every once in a while our souls seem to be glitching, also known as they leave our bodies for long periods of time.
How many drugs are you on?
We are in a state of constant sort of purgatory, though the memories get wiped as soon as the soul returns to the body.
Sim, stop it.
My research is correct. Every time we mention it, I'm just gonna give it more lore. This strange narcolepsy that we all have.
This is
Right.
canon now.
All this being said,
I'm calling this state of the soul busy.
busy.
It's otherwise preoccupied.
My God.
I had to make the joke. I thought of it. Sorry, continue.
You're fucking serious?
Ace, you are headed.
Wait, the car started?
The car did start,
I'm amazed.
but it sounds like really
Well,
bad.
no shit. It kind of been riddled with bullets quite a bit.
Yeah, you can tell that the engine, having not been started for an entire evening, has like it had to have had a little bit of damage done at least. Like it might be cracked somewhere because you hear explosions way louder than you should. But like
Misfiring, so one of the cylinders is probably awesome. Where am I gonna find an Audi RS fucking 3 cylinder? Where am I gonna find any parts for this shit?
You make them.
It's gonna be such fucking bullshit.
now with that being said, you can take the car, but if you get into an accident of any kind, chances are that thing's not surviving. And there's
Holy
only
shit,
two.
it's at 0.
So, so my friend, you are definitely probably going to be taking a bike.
How am I gonna get the car to the fucking garage then?
You can ride it there if you want.
Like, I'm not gonna crash. That's just not gonna fucking happen.
Well, I
But-
don't necessarily mean that you crash.
That's what I mean. And that car is such a sitting duck right now. Like, man, fuck. Honestly, if I can get tools and equipment, I can at the very least get it to a decent enough state here and then bring it to the garage to fix it fully. But we would have to transfer that on a fucking motorcycle. What type of bike is it anyway? Just like a sport bike? What are we talking about here? I was gonna ask last time, but
It is a like a cruiser, no fairings. It's not a super bike. It is like a
Okay.
cruiser. The engine is like bulging out the sides of the bike. It is massive. Like they threw a massive but old like 2-stroke engine on this thing. But it's
two-stroke.
it's fucking huge, guy.
This thing sounds like terrible. Then if it's a two-stroke.
I know. You'd think,
This thing
but it
sounds
is a
awful.
2-stroke.
Right. Okay.
You can tell that it was slapped together though, as you look it over. Like this bike looks like it was thrown together.
Yeah, that
Quick.
sounds
I
about
mean, it
right.
was a backup.
It was the backup bike, so Fucked. And yet somehow this thing's still better than my bike that's at my fucking place. That thing's still in pieces.
But this engine is a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, who would have thunk it? Both my mentor and I both have old ass engines and old ass vehicles. Like that's goddamn. Why are we like this?
Oh, you also have no more
Fine.
gas for this, by the way.
I had to get gas for this. Man, if I
It
could
has enough
just,
gas
if
in
I
it to
could,
get you.
I could leave Night City, all my problems would be solved. All of them. God damn it!
And you guys are trying to cuck your fixer right now.
Exactly, and we're about to cuck the only guy who could get me out.
Oh, what a
This is awesome.
What a
All
shame.
this being said,
I love being the main character. Does someone else want to try these boots? I don't want them anymore.
give someone else your luck and we'll give it to you, guy. Like, fuck.
All right. Well,
So you're on the bike?
We have to take the bike. Is the car? It's just no. It's not going to survive. There's zero chance you're going to let that thing get to the fucking garage. I know you. You're not going to let it happen.
Okay, look, all I'm saying is you're right, like at the very end of the line. Like if there's a gauge between car that's so hot, I want to pick it because it's expensive, and car that's so destroyed, I want to destroy it and take whatever's left afterwards. You're right on the destroy it and take whatever's left afterwards.
Yeah, I know. This car, it's basically a parts car right now, but it's
Like-
so important to my character that's never even gone near the mind. Like,
Yeah,
it's such an
anyway.
important thing for me. I know, we're taking the bike.
You're taking the bike. The two of you get off on the street on your bike. Are you taking anything, any guns, or you're going into a nice part of the city, like you're going into the Glen here? So
I mean, I never leave without my gun, so I'm still gonna have it on me no matter what, but I don't think I'm gonna need it, so I'm not gonna be too ready with it.
are you wearing a jacket? Do you just hide it in your jacket? Because, like, you don't want to show it unless you don't want to have cops showing up beside you.
Yeah, I can tuck it in my jacket.
Tuck it in your jacket. Roll conceal reveal object.
Where's that? God damn it. There you are. That's 20.
You got that thing hidden away pretty well in your jacket. Can't really notice it too well. Fizz, and you notice when he puts it away, it kind of like disappears into his jacket. On the other hand, is there any anything that you want to bring?
Hold
Sorry, what?
Is there anything you want to bring on this excursion? Have you been told where you're going?
No.
Well, you're going to the Glen. I'll tell you that much.
Okay,
So-
so probably nothing big. Probably just my tech shit. Wait,
Alright, so
in my free time, can I fix my finger?
I'll let you do
Oh
that.
yeah.
You'll have to
Like,
roll.
can I say I did that like on my free time, or is this my free time on Saturday?
No, this is not your free time. So this, if you want to use your free time on Saturday to fix your finger, I'll let you roll for that right now.
Yeah, I do. What do I fucking want to fix that?
So roll cyber tech.
Okay. $24.
You succeed. You ended up fixing your finger, and it cost you 20 eddies.
Okay. Can I add my money from the bet, by the way?
Absolutely.
Have we done that?
As you haven't already.
Yeah, we haven't done that
I
yet.
am not. I was gonna say I am at $5, but I should be
Can we
at
actually
much more than
yeah,
that.
can we just sort the money out like right now? Like,
Yeah, sort it all out. You guys haven't done that yet. Sort it out all right now. So there's $19,250. You ended
So
up getting.
Joey, add 7,000.
Already did that. Well,
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm adding 6,000.
So that's 13. There's
Eric, add
16
4,500. Right? No. 4,250. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
And then Aiden, add 2K.
I've already had
Do your
that
money.
2K for a while.
All right. But yeah, okay. I spent the money. All right, I'm fine. I'll just bring my tech bag and my agent, obviously. Flashlight just in case. And then yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Don't think I'll need anything else. He hasn't fucking told me much.
I basically just said we're going to a garage.
Yeah, so I'm just assuming I'm gonna fix this car. So
We do know the car is not here.
I don't know what I'm doing then, but
I
Oh,
would have brought it
insane.
if it wasn't a sneeze away from being a parts car.
What way do you take? Roll location expert, please.
Oh, fuck me.
Please.
me?
You could roll it. You'd be better at it than he would.
I got 18.
Sure.
Is that with
21.
no bonus?
Oh, without
Oh,
a
wait,
bonus?
shit.
Maybe 15
Fuck.
then.
Let me turn that off. I just realized.
And Fizz is from the
Wait,
Glen.
would I be better?
Yeah, you have the bonus. You have the +4 bonus because you're from the Glen.
Wait, I have a +4 bonus from. Wait, what?
In location
Is
expert.
that in? Should that be in my stat sheet?
Yes.
Oh, how do I do that?
You should have local expert, your home.
Yeah, it's
your
the
stats.
it's the +3 your home. Or the plus whatever your home.
What? Hold on. I don't see that anywhere. Did I fuck up?
Location expert. You have +6 in it. You just deleted the fucking. So
I
go
got
to
rid
edit
of.
skills, then go to location expert.
I only have a +6 in it in the hot zone because of the Tigri map. I had to disable that. Okay.
Okay, you should have like base. Everyone should have +4 local expert, your home.
So your location, your home, and then +4.
Yes.
Wait. So do I just add 2 extra points to local expert?
Yes. And then add 4 to your home.
Okay. Sick. Local expert, your home. Okay. Yeah. 18. Sick. There you go.
Okay. So you have 2 routes that you can take. You can take the highway to get to this spot in the Glen, or you can take the back roads.
Sure, everyone has the least trouble. We're on a fucking motorcycle.
Or you can roll luck.
Can I get rid of
Either
my
one
luck
of you.
points?
This, you don't roll, you don't add your luck. Well, you can add your luck points if you want, but you roll based on whatever your total amount of luck would be at the start of the session.
Yeah.
And you add that to it. So,
I'm just gonna roll luck. Only add 2 luck points to it though.
you can choose to like look at the 2 routes if you want, because you can see them from where you are.
Okay, which one looks? Which one looks the safer one?
And mind you, you can look at it, or you can use your knowledge of the city. Like if you want to roll like an education or a streetwise, will tell you how to get through specific places better.
That gotta be education for me. Do that. 10, 6, 26. Emmy, get off the piano.
So the back alley option, at best, you get through without any issues, but at worst, you get pulled into something that you weren't even a part of. Now that's at worst. That totally depends on, like your situation, and you can imagine that with your on your bike, you're you do have a techie with a tech bag on him and his tech tool all set up. So that might be a target, but other than that, you can't imagine that anyone's going to be wanting to go after this clunky looking bike. So that being said, that route's probably not a horrible idea. On the other hand, the highway, you probably won't get pulled into any crazy drama, but there's a good chance that a booster might see you on your bike and maybe decide that you are a decent target, but it is just a booster. A couple of shots will probably scare them away. Up to you.
Nice. I'm not mean to do that. Fucking F3, F4.
Which one's the fastest one? I would assume the back, would the back alley be the faster way?
No.
Okay, I thought as much. Just to the highway then.
You hit the highway, and please roll luck for me.
Swear to fucking God, man.
Clean dishes in with dirty. Why are dirty dishes put in on top of the clean dishes I washed?
I don't know. Max put all the dishes in there.
The whole top shelf is all clean. I can't tell what's dirty on the bottom. Half of them I put in and washed Friday. You have no idea.
No, he refilled the dishwasher earlier.
Huh?
He filled the dishwasher earlier.
I know, but the top half's all clean.
I don't know.
And the bottom half was clean.
Can't tell you.
I'm sorry. Maybe you guys should start taking turns doing the dishwasher.
I was going to do it, and it was already done. So.
But it's not. It's all.
Well, I thought it was done. He said it was all dirty dishes. And I just looked at it. I was like, okay. I didn't know. Now, all that being said, on your way. Did one of you roll luck? Did you roll for me?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
What'd you roll?
10-2 for 12, but plus my 6th luck would be. No, what? 18. Jesus Christ.
You don't get hit. No, you see a couple of boosters go right by you. They don't hit you. And that being said, you get to the building that you were at last time, and you go to the you go around to the back of the building like you were instructed. And when you get back there, you notice there is a roll perception for me.
Uh, 21.
There is a section that's hidden behind a bunch of cargo bins, but there's a small entrance that you can use to get to it. It looks like to be concealed fairly well, but it's not. It doesn't look like it's meant to be concealed perfectly. Like it's not kept. It doesn't keep people from wandering in. It kind of just looks like it's meant to keep people off the street from seeing exactly what's behind it. But you can make your way in there with the bike, and you get in front of this door. And immediately you get up in front of it and you see a light bar come out. Scanning. And it scans you, Fizz, and the bike. Acquired identity. Please. Enter the garage. Go up to the top floor. The Proctor awaits you.
Oh, God.
Wait, did he say my name? Did he know my name just from that?
He didn't say. It just said that I.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought it said my name.
Now you start going up through this cyclical garage. It's like a giant spiral, and there are parking spots on each side of the way as you go up the spiral. When you get to the top, you arrive at a parking lot, one that you can park in. And you recognize the area from the last time you were here, Ace.
Oh.
You recognize the courtyard in the center where there was a firearm on full display on your last visit, which sadly is out of sight now. But the courtyard still strikes awe into you. a canopy, invisible almost, translucent, goes over the top of the roof, where multiple different stores and vendors have set up along this entire section. When you pull up to the front of the area, you see the Proctor standing, a man veiled in black, with a mask covering his face. Though you're not sure if it's a man or not. It's just kind of like, you can't tell. At least not with without a human perception rolled high enough, but whatever.
I don't care enough to check, so.
Now, that being said, as you get out of the off the bike, you walk up to the front entrance. You see the Proctor waiting for you. You walk up to him, and immediately he kind of extends his hand towards the open area, which you can hear some bands are playing on the roof right now, and there's a few people here and there. They all look like enthusiasts of some one kind or another. Hard to tell exactly without talking to them, but they all seem very some of them sound very entitled just from what you can hear from here. But the Proctor kind of extends his arm towards it. Welcome back. Welcome. Top slot territory. Or, as a lot of the racers call it, the winner's Villa LL. Now, I must ask, you brought a companion with you this time.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to go over all of the facilities again before we go check out your new digs?
You interested in any of that, Fizz?
I don't even know what's going on.
And I should have brought you.
You haven't told me anything.
Yeah, oh my God, you have the potential to be told what's happening here. You just need to, you seem to say, yeah, sure, I would like to see what's going on here.
Okay, yeah. What are the facilities?
Looks like I have
To your
told you, it's a garage. That's what I'm here for.
To your left, at 9 o'clock, sits the Jazzster Bar. A nice spot, sort of romantic, but with a violently racing undertone that'll sometimes speed the musicians right off their own music, taking them into the stage in hysterical events. All fine afterwards, of course. At your 10 and a half, you'll see the driver's black catalog, a list of items you never thought of getting your hands on in this city. Problem is, in order to buy anything, you must have at least gotten top 3 placement in at least one of the races this year. That being the case, you have officially met that standard, Ace, so you're free to peruse as you please. At your 3 is another bar. I'm really not a fan of all of the extra activities they've allowed into the racing scene in the last 10 years, but it brings in money at least. That being the case, this particular one is a nice one, I will say, but, well, not my style. A rocker bar. Sometimes playing the old rock anthems of the 2020s. Speaking of how the corpos are after everyone and, well, you know the jargon. The kind of stuff that sent legends like Silverhand to their grave. That being the case, none of the racers like corpos anyway, so it fits the bill. At your 130, you'll see the racer dock, just like any other one, except you also have to take top 3 placement in a yearly race in order to entertain their services. Though I will say, they remind me quite a bit of you.
Yeah, tell me about
As
it.
they drape around your helmet.
Yeah, I remember from last time.
Either way, the final location of interest at 12 o'clock, the gathering, where previous year winners would sit during events, as well as the current proctor and whoever is the biggest sponsor for the year. Though nobody sits there now, as you can see. Would you like to peruse it all before we go back to see your space?
No, that's fine.
Let's say no for now. I might come back to it after. Depends on what I can get from here.
You follow him back out into the parking lot, over towards a door that sits kind of in a weird side of the parking lot. And you notice that there are like locked off parking spaces at the edge of the curb. The curb is on this side of the parking lot is entirely made of metal, and the curb almost goes up to a wall of the building. At first glance, it really doesn't look like it's anything but a wall. But when you see the proctor walk up to it, you notice there's a door, like a man door in the side that is visible. He goes up to the man door and he takes out a key card of sorts and puts it up to the door. When he does, the door opens up right off rip. He walks inside and he beckons you to follow. And when he does, you follow inside, I assume?
Yeah.
Huh?
And when you get inside, you notice a 2-car garage.
Hmm.
This 2-car garage already has inside of it, Fizz, a common ground car. Though it looks pretty sweet. Like it's got a finish on it, and it's the one upgrade that this common ground car has is that it has a experimental finish that lets you scan vehicles as you pass by them and take on their paint job, like a holographic
What
paint
the
job.
hell? That's sick as fuck.
That is really cool.
It doesn't always work though, and it's a little glitchy sometimes.
Keyword experimental.
Well, I fixed
that.
it.
That's the only upgrade the car has though.
That's fine.
And aside from that, there is one. This is meant to be a garage where you take out the car that you want to just have during the week, and then you leave the other one to be repaired as it needs to for the rest of the races. That's kind of the idea behind it. So there is no space for your bike here, but you could leave your bike for now.
That's fine. The bike's chilling down. I'm not overly
Now-
loyal to the bike, anyways.
Oh no, someone
On
stole
top
the
of this-
bike that I stole.
Anyway,
Anyway.
it's not mine, and also I don't really care for it.
On top of the garage, you also have access to a kitchenette and a single bed. Not enough for a crew, but put you up for a couple nights. If you win another one of the preliminary races, you will be offered free updates to your base, any that you wish, equal to the number of wins you have under your belt, if you compete in the third race.
Noted.
But if you don't compete in the third race, you'll have a garage with a sleeping area for one person. That being the case, you will not have to pay in mechanically in HQIP. You won't have to worry about that for this base. But if you compete in that third race, that preliminary third race, you will have access to any upgrades, like one upgrade or one new thing equal to the number of races you've won up until the final. Keep that in mind.
Would love to. Car is still kind of a corpse.
It is kind of a corpse.
I have a quick question about the ground car. Would I be able to hook the ratchet straps up to it and be able to pull the Focus down here?
It's a dangerous process, but yeah, you could.
Okay, we might need to.
I would probably put 2 guys in each car with guns.
Well,
though.
yeah, no shit. That would require everybody, basically. So yeah.
Like that's almost convoy. Like a couple of guys on the bike too for just like crowd control.
Yeah.
With shotguns or something.
Yeah. Just because at this current state, unless I can get out of here with some tools, like even just fucking anything. I'm not saying steal, I'm just saying like borrow and then I'll bring them back because I don't need them.
This
Just to at the
garage
very
has,
least get the car to a state where I can speedily get it over here again without any issue.
and dude, let me be very clear about this workshop. Like this garage, I don't mean it's just a garage. Like it's a mechanic's workshop.
Sick.
Like it's like it's a techie's workshop, but specifically for a mechanic.
Oh hell yeah. I'm home already.
Now, that all being said, you see the Proctor pull out a key, a massive, not massive, sorry, it's like a key card that he gives you. If you have this in a vehicle when you pull up to the main ramp, a garage door will open for you to come in. There's also an entrance as he points towards the back of the garage, an entrance that you can get into that will also open when it scans a key card straight from a lower portion of the garage. Entrance, exit, or vice versa. Take your pick. And we'll talk more about this later, but there could be even more in store should you think kindly on our deal.
No, I'm still thinking about it. It hasn't left my mind.
Take your time. But for now, this is yours. I'll have a mechanic stop in for a few hours a day to take care of any repairs you need done. Though I assume with the damage that was incurred last time, you'd like to have one a little more often than that for the coming days.
Yeah, that would help. Make it go by a little bit quicker.
I'll make it happen. And I'll be especially expedient if I hear a positive answer. But take your time. As we have all of it to think of, don't we?
Yeah,
All the
Proctor,
time.
I'm gonna level with you here. It's probably gonna be a yes. It all depends on if I can get this car to at the very least, a functioning order. It's more than likely going to be a yes if I can get it to a state where I can comfortably, at least not comfortably, but at the very least survive more than 2 minutes in a race. Yeah, it'll happen.
You'll be seeing them soon then. In the meantime, don't go getting yourself hurt. And try not to damage that car any more than it already is. You see them walk out.
Sound like my dad.
They walk
What's
out and
going on,
the Fizz, or this will be the last thing for this session. Fizz or Ace, do you want to check out any of the places that you can go to?
No, I don't want to blow my money yet. I want to know how much it's gonna cost to get this fucking car fixed before I think about
Pay
it.
anything. You could just look.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Oh, you
So
just
going
got
over-
so much money too. Come on, let me make you spend it.
I'm about to. Just probably next session, man. I'm about to spend so much money getting this piece of shit fixed again.
All right. With that being said, we will leave you guys just about to leave that garage for the next session.
All right.
Well done.
So we're gonna have to ferry this fucking thing over here. That's awesome.